Well, this is absolutely riveting stuff. Another roundabout just to narrow things down, just to change the shape of the bunch, and they've all gone left. 1.2 kilometres to go now. On the front, it looks like it's the figure of Brandon McNulty. He looks around. A slight downhill just to pick up the case. There's the Flammeroos. Remember, with about 350, 400 metres to go, there is a sharp right-hander. Who is it going to be? And there's a slight drag to the line, though. First into this corner is going to be absolutely crucial. They move to the left-hand side of the road, and then they will swing to the right, but in pole position is Soudal-QuickStep heading up this drag, Adam.
Yeah, Soudal-QuickStep, but look at where Caden Groves sat on the right-hand side. He's got Philipsen tucked right on that wheel. Magnier's in second wheel at the minute. I think he's there just waiting to pounce. He is. This is very early. A look over the shoulder, a slight hesitation. Groves still with one man in front of him, and this is the final turn coming up round to the right-hand side.
Here we go, the right-hander, they open it up, it's a slight drag to the line. It is Soudal-QuickStep leading things out and then opening things up as well now. That is Edward Plancart. Plancart goes, moving through on the inside is Caden Groves, whereas Jasper Pedersen. Groves has gone on the left-hand side. Bittner, Degenkolb is in the mix as well. Teutenberg is there too. Now it's Philipsen in the centre. He's going to round over. It is Magnier on the right-hand side. Magnier on the right. Who's got Magnier in the centre now? Jordi Meijers is there as well in the front. Magnier is going to take this one. Paul Magnier, 21 years of age, the Frenchman of Soudal-QuickStep, takes the win there. As straight as an arrow, left it very, very late indeed, but takes the win. Absolutely superb stuff there from Magnier.
Yeah, that was...
So much was going on there, Adam, wasn't there? Everybody in the mix, but that headwind played such a big part, but perfect timing from Magnier.
Perfect timing, perfect lead out as well. You know, I thought he was the rider on the front, but it wasn't. He was just tucked in the wheels, waiting patiently. Groves went on the right-hand side, and Philipsen just lost that wheel coming into the finish there. One rider we mentioned, one of the oldest in the race, is Degenkolb. He managed to get himself in the mix. I think he was leading out one of his teammates coming into the finish, but Magnier, patience, not too stressed about following his lead-out's wheel, just waiting back in the wheels a little bit and giving himself that run. And soon as the door opened up for him, as you said, straight as an arrow down the middle, best way to do it. There was no hesitation from him, but the team, just as they came down that downhill, they really lined things out to make it very difficult for any other team to move up. And out the corner, they got on the gas immediately, so did Alpecin, but they just lost each other in that final corner where they were separated. Groves went on the right-hand side. Philipsen tried to follow. They had to dart to the left to try and get on the wheel and get the slipstream, but with a slight little drag up to that line, Magnier with the jump and the benefit of getting the draft just didn't seem to get as much as he needed to, Philipsen, but I think it would have taken something special to come around Magnier today, even into that headwind.
Yeah. Very powerful sprint. They were spread all across the road. Post-race interviews already. There's Phil Lowe, the press officer, trying to get some semblance of order. Hopefully we'll get a slow-motion replay of that. But that was a superb ride by Magnier. As you say, he waited. The name of the game, as well as strength, of course, and explosivity, is patience in a sprint like that. Adam, take us through this one. This is, I think, is the first right-hander before the second right-hander, but already Soudal-QuickStep have got this dialed along with Alpecin Premier Tech.
So you can see Magnier right in the middle. He's got Philipsen on his right-hand shoulder, gets the edge on him. Degenkolb squeezed in front of him. Magnier even there.
He gets bolted a bit, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he does, yeah. So Philipsen doing the right thing, you know, but this is where Philipsen gets stuck. You can see where Groves is on the right-hand side. He's got his teammate in front of him, but Groves goes on the right. Degenkolb just waits in the wheels, and Philipsen's in the wind here. Magnier's on his wheel. And I think this is the point here where Magnier goes. Philipsen hesitates for just half a second, gets on the wheel of Degenkolb, then swings to the left to try and get in that slipstream of Dens, but just couldn't quite get onto that wheel. And at that point there, that's when the sprint was over already. Magnier just getting the jump, starting early. And I think the rider from DSM there was Bittner as well, right at the front.
Yeah, Pavel Bittner, Jordi Meijers was in there. Well, this is the sprint from the front on shot. This is the first phase of the lead out. Now this is Edward Plancart going on the right-hand side. He then moves aside, and this is where Jasper Philipsen just not lost his way ever so slightly. Philipsen is now obscured. He's on the wheel of Teutenberg, but look, Magnier now goes, makes up a lot of ground, just moves ever so slightly to the left-hand side to get round the Dutchman. He's got Meijers on his wheel, and then this is where Groves has to continue the sprint, looks around, sees his teammate is nowhere to be seen, And then Magnier takes it, I think, in the end by nearly a length there, Adam. Absolute superb win, just ahead of Mayus.
Yeah, I think the nice thing with that, there's zero hesitation from him when he started his sprint. He wasn't waiting for anyone, he wasn't looking at anyone else, he was just looking, now's the good time, felt it and went for it. Slight touch in the wheels there and a gesture from Arnold to lead to one of the other riders, but yeah, if you just watch him here, I think the big mistake that Alpecin made here was they were together but not on each other's wheel, and where Philipsen's sitting, he's in the wind. Look at Magnier just waiting, and as soon as he steps into the wind and there's a slight ease, bang, he goes on the left-hand side. Philipsen's not started yet, and when he does start, he goes onto the wrong side. You compare that if he was on Groves' wheel, he'd have got a lot clearer run at it, but look at the speed of Magnier and the strength and power as well. There's the clash of wheels, a little touch of wheels there from Delay. I think it's a rider 1.66, I think it was. Mesa. It was a Mesa finish from Messi. Messi finished from Mesa, sorry. Other way around.
There's the confirmation of the win. Paul Magnier takes the win. Jordi Mayos in second, with Bittner in third, Philipsen and Mesa. We're going to hear from